Hey everyone, welcome to Real Talk. It's episode 3. I'm here with Mohamed. You guys probably know him from Mohamed's Barbershop. He's got a shop in Cambridge. He's just opened a new one in Kitchener. Before we get going, I want to give you guys a brief background on what this man has accomplished in his life so far. So I'll stick to the paper for a second and then we'll just get off the paper and we'll just have a conversation. So Mohamed is the owner of the hottest barbershop in town. That's not an exaggeration and it's not even close. The reviews, no matter where you look, are ridiculously good. And if you don't believe me, just go look at them. Mohamed has just opened a second shop in Kitchener, and I expect that it will be just as successful. He hasn't lived in Canada his whole life, however. Is that true?
No, I've been here 6 years.
Exactly, yeah. And like most entrepreneurs, his upbringing, I suppose, has given him some sort of edge. I hope today that we can move deeper than this obviously kind and welcoming demeanor that he has and pick his brain about what it took to build a genuinely successful business and all the behind the scenes that go with it. Okay, welcome Mohamed.
Welcome, man.
Perfect. So my first question for you is, what is the most important thing in your life right now?
My family.
Okay.
They're the first... my family in Lebanon first, and my family here. I'm having a baby soon, so it's my first baby. So this is my most important thing now.
Wow.
And the business, actually, one of them.
Okay. Is a lot of your family still back in Lebanon?
I still have my dad, my mom. I have my 3 more brothers and 1 sister in there.
So tell me the story about how you even got here to get this whole thing going.
I met my wife in Lebanon, and love.
Yeah.
It makes me comes here.
Yeah.
She has her own family here. I have to be with her. She has to be with them. So I came with her to Canada. I used to be a barber there. So that's the only reason I came here. It's the wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a tough question for you to start off with. What do you think has made you explode, as a barbershop, and the other ones not so much? Was it something to do with luck, or do you think there's something that you're doing that they didn't understand?
First of all, it's God. I think, I believe in God. He's the only one who we say, the money, or we say rizq in Arabic. So I don't know how you explain it to English, but that's how we say it, rizq.
Okay.
So he's the one who give us that. So each one, when he born with that. He knows exactly how much he's gonna make, how many kids he's gonna have, and when he's gonna die, when he's gonna end up in the end of the world.
Wow.
But I think all be in the hand of God, and we worked really hard. That's the second fold. We worked really hard. I have my family support me. My wife, she helped me a lot, Plus, I have my brother, my brother Yasser too. Yeah. He's one of the...
You're smiling.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
He's one of the most important person in my life now here, for the business, for me to succeed too here. He helping me a lot with the social media too in the shop, and
good job.
He does really good job. And the rest of the guys too, the one I have now, I have really good group in the shop.
That's what I was going to ask you about. Like, what do you do to find the people that you work with? Because when I walk in there, there's not, sometimes you would say you always find a bad apple. That's not the case in your barbershop. It's always super warm, and I don't think it's disingenuous. I think it's, it's real, and I just can't imagine what kind of vetting process you have to get these people in here. I
really find a hard time in the beginning to find barbers. First, I start by myself. The guys know, I start by myself. And then Yasser, he came in. He's married with my wife's sister. So he came in too. He helped me. He started with me. But it was in the beginning, it was really, really hard to find barbers. Like in Canada here, they go to school, they learn how to do stylist colors and everything, but there is nothing about barbers.
Well, what is there more? Because I don't know, right? I'm the guy who wouldn't know.
The only thing they do is colors and haircuts, haircuts for women mostly.
Okay.
But anything about barbering, straight razor shave, hot towel shave, everything about barbering, how to use the machine, how to use the old school scissor,
Yeah.
There is not much of these things now, Everything's about, how the decoration of the shop, how to look, nice, bringing some nice ladies to work on the on the man, be relaxed underneath. But in the end, the haircut is not good.
Yeah, everything is just all the extra stuff, but not the
Exactly.
actual haircut.
But we do very good.
You do a very good cut.
Yeah, we start young, right? We start really young with this business.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's why, and we're saying it's really hard till now. Like I opened my second location, and really hard to find good barbers. I found, I have Simon with me now.
Simon does my hair.
Yeah. I have Simon, I have Dia, I have new guys named Amir. I have a couple guys, they came, they worked with me, they left. Some of them was good, some of them wasn't. So, but I thank everybody who worked with me and who left the shop. I'm so sad that they left it in any way. Yeah.
What's the vision for the shop? What do you want to do next with Mohamed's Barbershop? Do you want to open more? Do you want to use that brand and do other things with it? Like, I'm just trying to understand what the big picture is for you.
I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna open another one, or third, or fourth, or fifth, or maybe franchise it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure, but we're gonna see first this location, what's gonna do for us, how we're gonna succeed, and then we'll go from there. First of all, now I start, building my family. I want to see if I can have time for the family first, because right now I don't have time at all.
I noticed the first thing you said, I said, what's the most important thing in your life? You said your family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And which is I don't have time for.
Right.
You
work hard.
I work really, really hard, 7 days a week. Now I work 6 days in Kitchener location to build it up, and then 1 day a week in Cambridge. So.
A lot of people have a hard time working that many hours. Right? Why do you think that you can handle that and most people can't?
We grow up in Lebanon, right? I started work when I was 9 years old. So that's what we always work in there. We don't stop working. And that's how I met my dad, taught me to do, work hard, it gives you things in the end. You might relax in the end, I hope so. I hope so. I hope I get to the time, I can sit and relax. But I don't know.
But at least right now, when you leave the Cambridge barbershop, you know that they're going to do a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And not everybody has that.
I stayed 4 years in there just to see, I did some tests on the guys. I did some to see if they're good to handle by themselves. Or I can open the other location 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you could go back to the beginning when you first started the shop, what sort of things would you change based on the mistakes that you made and things that you've learned since then?
We learned a lot from the first location.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I learned that you have to make a law in the shop, just make everybody go on the one rule. But in the same time, you have to make it look like a barbershop,
Yeah.
You have to have the fun.
Can't look like a prison.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be an officer on top of the employees. You have to have fun too, right? Mm-hmm. And we're working 11 hours a day. So if I'm working 11 hours a day like an officer, everybody's going to leave. Yeah. No barber is going to stay in the shop. So I hope everybody succeed with me. We're building 6 families in the shop, for now. I have 6 barbers working, so that's 6 families, which is really good. And I'm very thankful for the guys, for the people who support me.
There's something called the law of the lid, and I feel like it applies so much. It says that a team will never be able to surpass the leadership of their leader, you know. And the person who's running that show, the person who's started the whole thing, if he has problems identifying his weaknesses, then everybody suffers. And I find it so interesting, and I think that when people listen to you speak, they're going to understand why the barbershop has done well, right? Yeah. And I just think that that's just my instinct, you know, because I've spoken to CEOs, I've spoken to owners of different businesses, and just because you own a business doesn't mean that it's thriving, right?
No.
Just because you own a business doesn't mean that the people that your employees like working with you, right? So it's something very special to have an environment where, one, it's profitable, and two, people like being there. It's very, very rare, you know? Yeah. That's why I asked you, like, what did you want to do next to expand it? Because if you have that part right, I think there's no limit. You know, you could go as big as you want, but then again, you said your priority is to do this for your family. So you want to do it all within the confines and making sure that you can just have a better life with your loved ones, which is beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have any sons? No, you have one, your first child coming, right?
Coming on the way.
Okay. I was going to ask you if you had any young barbers in your family.
We have.
Yeah?
We have Yasser's son.
Okay.
Mohamed Jr.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He works there?
He's, he's only 2.
Oh, okay. So he's...
Oh, he just got 1 year old.
Okay.
Yeah, last night actually, his birthday. Yeah. So we're going to train him in the beginning. And then hopefully he'll be a barber.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice would you have to people that are looking to start up businesses to help them be successful? It's a tough question.
It is.
Yeah. Take your time.
You know, I think being straight with God first, you know, first of all. Being straight with God, you know, be good to people. Save some money, you know, on the side when you start a business. Don't go, you know, all the way. I don't know how to say it, but it's really hard question, you know.
It's okay.
It's hard question, but a lot of people can do it, can be a businessman, and a lot of people can't. You know.
Yeah.
Businessman, especially in Canada, it's hard. You know, like I put all my life in that business. The whole thing, I put it for this business. It was my baby when I first came in here.
I know.
You know, so it's hard to maintain. But if you have the passion, you know, your family can handle that, then you can be succeed. You know, they can handle to be all, you know, like 7 days a week working in the beginning.
Right.
You can be succeed.
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to have.
I think I like your answer. I think a lot of people will get a lot of value out of that. I mean, the truth is, you have built a successful barbershop, so it's not like you're going off of theory. You're going off of what you've experienced. You know, this is your truth. Nobody can take that from you. And that's why I think it's so valuable.
Exactly.
Right? I think it's so valuable in that way. Here's another thing. So imagine that you were to not succeed in your second barbershop and your first barbershop were to stop being successful. What would be the reason do you think that happened?
Maybe if me and my brother left, you know, we start, you know, getting lazy and we don't want to work, you know. We left the shop. We have it's like saying the only thing left in the house, the owner of the house. You know, if I come to you now, to your house, I'm going to go after like 10 minutes, half an hour, but you're the one who built this.
Okay.
So if you want to leave it, you know, the house is going to look, you don't clean it, it's not going to be good, you know. So I think if we're not doing, me and my brother, good, we're not being together, the shop won't go that way.
So that relationship is super important.
Very important.
That's beautiful.
I think it's the most important thing that you have a very good partner at the shop, even if he's not with you with the money or stuff like that. But if you have really good partner, family partner, stick together and stuck together, you won't fail.
Wow, that's good advice.
That's a family thing.
Wow.
If you love your family and you stick together, that's it. You're good.
See, I wonder. Sorry. I wonder how much people know this side of you because they only see you working so hard. You know, and it must be tough. Like they never get to see that personality. I guess you guys speak a lot while you're cutting their hair, and that's a good thing about being a barber. You do build a relationship with the people's hair you're cutting. What do you think is something that people don't know about you, based on the way you normally conduct yourself at work? What is it that they don't know about you?
Only the personal things.
Yeah. What is it? What is there anything that you would like them to know about you that they don't really know?
Actually, like I'm open. Like everything's they want to know. Mm-hmm. It's in front of them.
Yeah.
I'm a barber, so all my secrets with my clients and all my clients' secrets are with me.
That's true. That's how it works. It's like sacred.
Yeah. So the only thing I don't like people know is my personals.
Of course.
That's between families. Mm-hmm. That's the only things.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of business people could say that. I think that that's pretty unique to your industry, that you build such deep relationships with your clients. And that's probably great because when you open up a new shop, they do come and visit you.
Exactly.
They want to see if you're doing well, and they want to help you out, and they want to refer you customers.
A lot of my clients, they followed me, Mm-hmm. But in the same time, I want the other shop like that. I don't want to lose the other shop too. I don't want to lose business from the other shop. So some of my clients, I refer them to my barbers and I let them see them first. If they like them, they stick with them.
Yeah.
But most of the people, they say like, "This is my barber," This is like my.
That's me too.
Yeah. So you say, "Oh, Simon is mine."
Yeah. Even though I know you're great, but like it's just I don't want to cheat on my barber.
That's it.
Because it's
cheating on the barber is like cheating on a wife.
You can't do it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I understand that. So I can't imagine like if I just were to walk into your barbershop in Cambridge, say hi to Simon, and then sit in somebody else's chair.
Oh,
you can't do that.
I can't even like me as a barber. Like sometimes some of the clients, they go from, I don't want to say names of the barbers, but they go from one guy to me. And I felt bad, because some guys, they don't care. I go with you or I go with him. They come, they say this is one shop,
Okay.
So, but I feel bad when he got like 5-time haircuts with this gentleman, and he comes with me. So I look at the other guy, like, well, what I'm doing, man.
Well, you got to do your job.
Yeah, I don't like to see my client in the same situation,
Right. That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
I like how you guys have like sports games up on the side and stuff too.
Yeah.
It just seems like a good casual environment. Super hot towel. It's just a good vibe while I'm in there. You know what I mean? I got my first cut from our barber probably like 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So we were first choice all the time. You would not like it. You would not approve.
Nah.
Yeah, I was always first choice. And then I connected to some right people who told me to go to the barber shop.
And no offense for any business, but
it wouldn't work.
It won't work.
Yeah. So do you cut you don't cut your own hair?
When I first came in here, like I didn't have a barber, right? Mm-hmm. So I cut my hair. I taught my wife a little just to fix my neck, but I did my own hair a couple times.
So did you have a business back at home?
I did. It was my dad's business first, and then he opened up a shoe store and clothes store. So I took the barbershop of him. I was 16, 17 years old. I was still in high school.
Okay.
So my dad, he still come and cut his old people, all the friends, all his friends, they come to him.
Yeah.
And I took over the shop, so I started paying the rent and
Did they ask for the same hairstyles over there as they do over here?
Mm?
Same hairstyles over there as they did over here? Or did the hairstyles change?
I didn't get it.
So do they ask for different haircuts?
Oh, over there than
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
That time is different than this time.
Okay.
So it used to be, you know, different cuts, like Versace, you know, spiky. In the beginning, it was like that. There's no zero fade, skin fade, comb over.
Yeah.
Comb over, like when my dad cut my hair, comb over, I feel bad, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm old. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
So it was different. But now it started getting popular. But same haircuts now, there, it's same haircut here. The same thing.
Okay. I think we're right around that time to probably wrap it up, but I do have a question for you. What are you most excited for coming up for your life now in the future?
The baby.
The baby?
Yeah.
Do you have a name already?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell me?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Ahmed Arturo.
I'm not going to try to say it because I don't want to disrespect the baby.
Yeah. Ahmed Arturo.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll wrap it up. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Hopefully I can get you on again sometime in the future, and best of luck with your business.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
Awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
Perfect.